Welcome back to another episode on our Every Animal Run. Today, as you might be able to tell, I am feeling a little bit under the weather. Hopefully it's not too bad. My voice doesn't sound too bad, but I've heard that consistency is key when it comes to making YouTube content, so we'll persevere through it and go ahead and get this episode recorded. The goal for this episode, I think I want to try to get to selling our clothing again, and I want to go ahead and buy sheep, and hopefully be able to buy the field that's below the fields we currently own, turn that into a grass field that can feed the sheep and get all the equipment we need for that. We'll see if we have enough money to do all of that. Worst case scenario, we have to buy a few bales of hay just to get them by for a year. But I think we'll be close. I also want to buy the third tailor shop this episode if possible. And that will probably be like one of our first priorities, just to get our yearly revenue up. So we'll buy that, and then probably buy the field and the sheep, and then see if we can find equipment for the right price. But I'll go ahead and start this video off with a little time lapse of us getting this planted, and then we will fast forward to hopefully April when clothes are at a good price. Hopefully that hasn't changed from the last year, and we'll get that sold and see where our money's sitting at. We've got $32,000 right now. Obviously we do still have the loan to take care of eventually, but I do want to go ahead and expand into our sheep, and then maybe next year we can start working on paying down that loan a little bit while we save up some money to go into whatever our next animal is. So we'll see. We went ahead and filled up the seeder before we started with fertilizer and seed, so we know that this will get us all the way through this field without having to refill, which is great. So should be good to go from here on out. I'll circle around up to the top, and we'll start a time lapse. finishing up this last pass here. Get this finished, and then we'll go take a look at our production, see how much clothing we have so far. Alright, get that folded up. One nice thing about the seed capacity being so exact to our field size is no matter how far along I am in the field, I always know exactly what percentage of the field is left. I just have to look at my seed tank. Alright, what do we got? Looks like we've got a full trailer plus 2 so far. Last time we had a full trailer plus 3, so we'll see. Should be about the same. No, plus 5, sorry. Should be about the same, but we'll see. Get this parked over here. Nice and neatly. I need a little shed for all of my stuff. But yeah, I think we're ready to go ahead and fast forward to April. Alright, it is April. Let's see if clothes are at a good price. Yes, they are. 18,000. That's what we want to see. So let's go ahead and get in our tractor. Let's get these sold. See how much money we make this year. See how many we've got sitting in the spawns. Ooh, we've got 5 here already. Oh, 4. Okay, so we got 4 there. Plus 2. Okay, so we get 1 extra box this year. I'm glad that we are going to get into sheep here because that'll just add a little variety. We've had a few years of the same process over and over, which is fine. It's been working great for us, making lots of money. But I'm excited to add a little more variety with the grass stuff and making sure the sheep are fed and all that. So that'll be fun. Let's slow down this so we don't tip over again. Oh, okay, we're good. Let's see if we can get this all as one total. Very nice. Over 400,000 right there. We still got 6 more boxes to sell. Alright, got these 6. Should be another 120,000 or so. 125,000. Very nice. 26 actually. So that puts us over 500,000. 574. That should give us some wiggle room to do what we're wanting to. Alright, just finishing moving up all of this equipment. And the reason is because one of the first things I want to buy, or I guess the first thing I want to buy is the 3rd tailor shop, so that we can just start producing more every year. And I think I want to put it right here in line with the others so that we can just drive straight across those, pick up all of the clothing that spawns, and that should be plenty of room right there. So let's hop into here, see if it fits nicely. Tailor shop. Want it to rotate the same way as all the others. Oh yeah, this is gonna fit really nice. Okay. Let's turn this way so we can see if they're straight for the most part. Alright, now we've got 3. Let's hop out of here. Let's turn this on. And the reason we did buy this is because these ones are backing up. As you can see, they're at 5,000. Last time they were at 2,600, I believe, last year. So they are backing up slowly. So this will allow us to hopefully keep up with the other facilities. So let's go ahead and turn this on. And all of these are already on distributing, so they should distribute to it just fine. And we should start getting more close, which is great. Let's do a little bit of landscaping. It looks like it has some weird hills here. Soften this out as best we can. So everywhere we drive is pretty smooth, hopefully. This spot especially. Since we'll be backing in here with our cotton bales, it'd be nice to have this nice and smooth. Cool, that looks good. Alright, so that leaves us with $473. So I think we want to go ahead and buy this land down here, because this is what we want to make our grass field. So it's 267,000. We're gonna go ahead and buy that. And let's go take a look at that. Alright, here is our field. So I think we're gonna go ahead and rent a plow and get this seeded. That way we can start making some grass, and then once we get our first set of grass, we can go ahead and buy our sheep. So let's go ahead and lease our plow again that we like. Let's lease this one. Alright. Let's go pick that up and get that plowed up. Alright, just finishing up the plowing. And as you can see, we've got stones we need to take care of now. So we will lease a stone picker and get that done. Alright, I just finished up the headland pass here with the stone picking, and you know what I was thinking is one really nice thing about the piece of equipment we bought here, so I can hire an AI worker to do that. And because this is its own tractor and doesn't have to be pulled by the JCB, I can do this at the same time. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this field sprayed. Does it need lime? No, it doesn't need lime. Alright, so I'm gonna get this sprayed with herbicide, and then this field will be ready to go. Alright, we're a little bit over halfway done with stone picking that field. Got a full tank. Might as well sell it since you're right beside it. Help pay for some of the AI workers, I guess. There we go. $297. Big money. And I'm thinking we will probably finish spraying our other field before this guy gets done, because of how awesome our setup is right now. So that'll be good. We'll get that all done. That field will be completely ready, and then we'll get this one seeded before we fast forward and see what kind of equipment we can afford. We may end up leasing this year if we can't afford what we want to buy, but we'll see. Alright, just finish that up. Let's make sure we've got all the weeds. Looks like we got them all, and it also looks like he's doing good at getting all the stones. Looks like he hasn't missed any. But we'll get this parked, and then we'll probably go ahead and take over for him. No need to have the AR worker going if that's all I have going right now. Get that finished and get to seeding. You know, I've always looked at the rock picking as kind of tedious and time consuming and kind of a nuisance. But there is something satisfying about watching that texture change and the rocks disappear. It's not all bad. Let's go and get our HUD back up. 54% full. So quite a bit of rocks on this field. Like I said, it's a pretty good sized field, so that's not surprising. We'll go ahead and get this sold off and then return this lease and look at a seeder. The good thing about grass is you only have to plant it once and then you don't have to worry about planting it again, so it makes sense for us to lease a seeder at this point. When we get into some other crops for the other animals on those fields, we'll go ahead and look at purchasing a seeder at that point, but for now we'll just find one to lease. And another $150. Very good. Let's go ahead and get this returned and look at some seeders. Alright, let's see. Seeders. Would be nice to get one that does the fertilizing as well. And a big one. Since we're just leasing, we might as well get one that's large, like this one. That is an expensive piece of machinery. $10,000 to lease it. Yikes. I think we're gonna do it anyways. I'm ready to get this planted, get to some sheep. Let's get it done. We'll have to buy some solid fertilizer. I think we have some liquid, but I think this only takes solid fertilizer. This should be enough seed to do that field, I would think. But while that's filling up, let's go ahead and buy some solid fertilizer. I don't know how many bags. See how much one bag fills it up. Let's turn this to grass. Grass you can plant almost year round, but I know you can in April, so that's not a problem. Should be plenty of seed, like I said. Let's see how much this fertilizer fills up. Because we just plowed that field under, it might be kind of close. Actually, one thing we need to do before we go to plant this is we need to purchase the soil information for the precision farming. So let's go ahead and get this guy going. And purchase this. $3,000, but it's purchased. Let's get over there and see what the fertilizer levels look like. Oh yeah, we might not have needed any fertilizer, because I know grass, the field only gets to be an orange color with the fertilizer. So we'll see what this does. We are not planting. Why are we not planting? Oh, we are. Now we are? I don't think it did at the beginning. Is the number going down and I'm just blind? We'll see. We'll go over it again, just to make sure. But as you can see, yeah, the fertilizer's going down very slowly. So that should be plenty. And the seed's not doing bad at all. Got automatic application rate on, which is great. This should be plenty. I like the size of this implement. I think this is definitely what we'll want to consider when we get to where we're wanting to purchase one of these. Maybe we should keep an eye on the used lot. See if one pops up there. That'd be nice. Never seems like they give you what you want when you're looking at that, though. But hey, first time for everything, right? Almost done with this headland already, and we've only used 1% of the fertilizer. So yeah, I think we're gonna be good. Like I said, I'm gonna go over that spot again, because for some reason I don't think it was planting the seeds. So we'll make sure that it was planted. But yeah, I'll go ahead and get this field finished up, and catch you after that. Alright, just finishing up the seeding here. We did indeed use barely any of the fertilizer and had plenty of seed left as well. I will want to go ahead and take this up to the shop and unload everything before I return the lease. But yeah, that went pretty quick. Get this returned. And I think we're ready to fast forward. Get to a month where we're ready to mow that field, get some equipment, and get ourselves some sheep. Alright, fast forwarded a couple months, and we are ready to look at some equipment. So let's look at some mowers. I want one that does the swathing for us. So I think that's just these two, the Pottinger and the Kongschild, whatever. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this one doesn't do the swathing. So, I think we're just going to go with the Pottinger. I think we're going to go ahead and buy them. I know it puts us a little low on money, but we know we've got money coming in. We're going to need these throughout the entire playthrough, so might as well buy them. So let's get these hooked up and go check out our field. On our way over, check our production facilities, because we did go ahead and fast forward a couple months. I want to make sure they're not getting full. There's our new one producing. Nice. 3, 6. We already got 9 pallets. That's awesome. It's only July. This year, or this next year, is going to be a good year for us. Alright, let's check out our fields. So if you don't know, you can go a month past when this says it's ready to harvest and you actually get a little bit more grass, which is where we're at right now. So we'll go ahead and get this cut. We didn't do the pH. If I had thought about it, I would have done that. But it's still in a good state, so it's not bad, but we'll want to remember to do that next year or after this cut. Get the pH level good. Alright, let's go ahead and get this started. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and stop this guy right here for just a minute because I'm sick and tired and ready to go to bed, but I want to get the sheep before we finish this episode. So I'm gonna disconnect this. I'm going to lease the baler that we want because I'm pretty sure the one that we actually want is more than $84,000. So I'm gonna lease a baler, get a few bales, buy our sheep, and call the episode there. So let's go ahead and get this guy going. I have to be quick. Oh, it's not gonna be quick enough. I can't find the balers. There they are. Okay, we gotta stop this guy. But he's here. Alright, balers. We just want square bales, so we don't have to stop. I think we're gonna do this crone. I like the crones for grass equipment. Square bales, silage additive. Maybe if we buy it, we'll do the silage additive so that we can get a little more for that. But since we're just leasing it this time and we're just doing grass, we don't need to get the silage additive. Let's get this hooked up, take him back, pick up a few bales, like I said, and buy our sheep. Oh, here it goes. It's pooping out our first bale. So beautiful. Our sheep are gonna love it. Yeah, I really like this baler. I think this is the one we'll want for our grass. Might want one that does the wrapping for the silage, but we'll see. Get this row finished up and buy our sheep. Alright, let's see. I believe you can unload these. Maybe I have to turn off. There we go. Perfect. Got 4 bales already. So let's run over here and buy our sheep. Finally, this pen won't be sitting over here empty. I think we'll just store our bales in there for now. Alright, let's see. I think I just want to get the full grown ones. And you know, this is the every animal run, so we should probably get at least one of every one. Let's see, we can probably just split it evenly. So 65. So we should need like 16 of these. boy. Hopefully we have enough of these. Enough money for this, I mean. Oh yeah, we do. This is fine. Ooh, I like the brown ones. Those are cool. Alright, and I guess we'll need 17 of this one, huh? There we go. We're full. Look at that. Our beautiful sheep. I don't know why I have to feed them grass. Look at them. They're eating this grass. So needy. Let me just grab a bale over here real quick. I had to pick up hay bales just last week in real life. I didn't use a machine. I'll just do it by hand for this one. Oh, they took the whole thing. Let's grab one more. Let's see how much capacity they have. Did it take all of that? No, they hold 11,500. Very cool. Alright. We got the dog last episode, but we got our first official animal that actually produces stuff for us, which is awesome. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and call the episode here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you join me again next time. We'll get that field finished up. We'll get this harvested. Should be good.